I'm trying to stream.
Well, I died in the background.
While Amy dies in the background. What's up, Chris? Give me a second. I'm actually trying to find myself on the big screen. I guess everybody's going live right about now. They see me go live. Go in. What am I doing? I can just do this. Now I can go here. And what am I doing? I can just do this. I can see y'all now. Hey, everybody. Now I can go here. Amy's down in the background still. What am I doing? I can just do this. There we go. How's everybody doing? We're going to talk conspiracies today. Does anybody know any good conspiracies? I know them up here in the top corner. Video output low. I don't know why video output is low. Oh, that's why. There, get rid of that. That's annoying. There we go. Alright, Amber Dust, how you doing? Ricky Rooney, how you doing? Chris, how you doing? Cat? Like any kind of conspiracies. I think, of course, everybody knows the biggest one that we can think of is the 9/11 conspiracies, because there's a lot of those. But I will, honest to God, have to say that there's no way those towers fell the way they fell without something helping them fall. Because they fell at free fall speeds, and the only way to reach that is for all the floors out from under them to be destroyed in perfect timing, like you would if you were trying to demolish a building. So, 50% chance World Banks will fail this fall. You know, they say that every year, honestly. JFK's assassination, yeah, there was so much they covered up with JFK's assassination. Everybody knows that it ended up being a big cover-up. I mean, they've even proven that it was nearly impossible for one person to make 3 shots that perfect. But amazingly, this one particular guy just happened to do it. Yeah, they pulled out the bomb-sniffing dogs like 2 days before they actually had the towers attacked. 24 hours before. Actually, by the time the buildings fell, there wasn't nothing left of the planes, pretty much. Because the jet fuel that was inside of them literally burnt up what was left of the plane. So, a lot of people have said that theory, but even then, with the weight of the plane being on top of it, it still wouldn't have been enough to pull the towers, both the towers, straight down. In all of history, and I'm saying literally in all of history, they have never had a tower or a building of any sort fall in that pattern that perfectly without some kind of help. Just from the planes hitting them, it should have toppled from one side to the other, not just straight down. And they've done proven that there's no way that they could have melted the steel that much. Because if the jet, between the jet fuel and the materials inside the building would have produced enough heat to melt the steel inside the building, we would have seen a lot more flames on the TV when we was watching it. That's true. That too. If it was because of the weight of the planes being inside the building, they would have fell from the impact. So, I mean, there's a lot to it and everything. I personally believe there was bombs throughout the building. Whether the other people did it or whether our government did it, somebody done it, it really don't matter in the long run who done it. It's the fact that it was done. I personally believe that the whole thing was just kind of a... they needed a reason to go to war, honestly. Because if they couldn't go to war, they had no reason to be over there to pretty much take the oil that was over there. Yeah, but even burning for 2 hours, they wouldn't have had enough heat to produce enough heat to melt any of the metal in there. At max, the only thing that really would have happened if it was just from the plane impact, the top of the building might have collapsed, but the rest of the building would have stayed intact. But the thing that got me was, why didn't they bring in the helicopters with big buckets of water, dropping them from the top like they do in forest fires? I mean, I know that's not the best way to get water in the building, but that was the only way they really had it, that choice, with that big of a building. I mean, they tried to say they couldn't fly helicopters up there because there was too much smoke, but then you see the news helicopters were up there flying. And they've done changed their story like 10 times on which path the airplanes came in on too, so. Hey Nixon, how you doing? I think I still have you subscribed. Yeah, I still got you subscribed. Sorry if I haven't gotten your name yet. I'm kind of been doing alphabetical order, so it's taking me a little bit to get to it. What's up, Rusty Faith? Yeah, unfortunately, I think when it comes down to it, well, when it comes to the Pentagon, here's the thing that I don't understand about the Pentagon. I've seen 4 different videos on the Pentagon thing as far as the plane impacting, and none of them actually show a plane. They just show a blur hitting into the side of the building. The thing is, if it had been a plane, why was the hole round? Why didn't it have the holes where the wings would have hit? And it, you know, they say, well, the wings got tore off when it hit and they exploded, but there was no debris from the plane right there around the hole. So, well, as far as the Pentagon, what supposedly happened was they stole the plane, of course, and when they went to crash into it, here's the messed up part. The Pentagon, around the Pentagon, they have special telephone poles that were installed like 5 years before that happened. And the telephone poles are specifically for when planes hit that telephone poles, the telephone poles will fall over instead of destroying the plane. Why they would even put that there, I don't know. It seemed kind of stupid to me. But their reasoning, they said that those same telephone poles can be used for an accident. If a car hits it, it'll take some of the... Yeah, there was a piece of the plane found on the ground. I do remember seeing that part. But the piece that they showed that were supposedly found on the ground went to a totally different type of plane. And actually, one of the guys that works on Boeing 747s even said that. He said, I don't know how they're finding this and saying it's this kind of plane. Because this piece that they found don't even go to this type of plane. They kind of messed up with that one. Plus, if somebody was going to attack the Pentagon, that's y'all's. If somebody was going to attack the Pentagon, you would think they would at least do some research on it and find out where these parts of the Pentagon are that would actually affect us being able to strategize against them. You know, because everybody knows them outside rings of the Pentagon, there's nothing really to them. It's nothing but people running paperwork. It's those inside rings is the ones that they would have wanted to hit if they were trying to hit it. Have a good one, Ice Guy. You know, so, I mean, if you were going to attack it with a plane, I'm not saying somebody needs to do this, but if you was going to attack the Pentagon with a plane, instead of slamming it into the side, it just seems like, because you can come down from the top. So if you come down from the top, you could literally level off right as you're about to hit it, and you're going to slam down with all the force of the entire plane and take out a lot bigger section than what you would if you're coming at it from an angle. I mean, from the side. I mean, imagine it like a piece of cardboard. You try to chop a piece of cardboard with your hand from the side of it, you're not going to do no damage to it. But if you take your hand and punch straight through it, you're going to put a big hole in it. Amber said to say hey to her bestie. I want to send, Dr. Fish wanted me to go live, so I went live. I don't know where he's at, though. I got 4 people. I ain't worried about the front-facing camera. Oh, now my stream's in perfect health. Gotcha. Yeah, she's good. She's working on another video, I believe. Yeah, it was a plane. It was on 9/11, same time of the Twin Towers got hit. Which really didn't make sense to me because the Twin Towers got hit, and it was almost an hour later the Pentagon got hit. And you would think in the time within an hour after the Pentagon or the Twin Towers getting hit, that within that hour they would scramble up enough jets to where if a plane goes anywhere near something important, they'd have shot it down in the long run. But apparently that day, our government just kind of had their thumbs up their butt and wasn't in a big rush to stop anything from happening. There you go. I'll give myself a second one. I'm not worried about thumbs up, thumbs down, none of that stuff.
Remember how I got all the good ones?
Yes. I have a new pack of Bean Boozled jelly beans, if you know what those are. Yeah, there was one that went down in Pennsylvania also. Here's the thing, though, is a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of those passengers that were on the plane in Pennsylvania, a lot of those people that were supposedly killed on that plane have magically been found alive. Let that wrap around your head there for a second. Yeah, that one was a plane. But, guys, I don't know if y'all remember, a while back I did the Bean Boozled Challenge. And I want to challenge somebody to do the Bean Boozled Challenge. I just haven't decided who yet. But when I figure out who I'm going to challenge to do the Bean Boozled Challenge, I'm going to send this pack of Bean Boozled to them so they can do the Bean Boozled Challenge for a video. Because I think it'll be an awesome, awesome video. Yeah, exactly. There wasn't supposed to be no survivors. But if you actually pull up a manifest of the people that was on the plane, oh, I hope your foot isn't fractured. That would suck. But if you pull up a manifest of all the people that was on the plane from Pennsylvania, if you go through there and start looking online, you can actually find pages where people have found these people. And a lot of them are still alive. And there's actually a video from one of them where he says, I don't know how they think that I was on that plane to begin with.
Now, what was you saying when I was trying to write down these questions?
I don't know. Amber said hi. That's what I said. But yeah, if any of y'all would like to try the Bean Boozled Challenge, just go to my last video, the one I posted a little while ago, about the game review, and type in Bean Boozled in the comment section, and I'll draw from there and decide who I'm going to send these to. Well, if your foot is swollen and purple and black, you probably got a broke foot. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you what they're going to do. They're going to tell you to soak it in hot and then cold and hot and cold and hot and cold and rotate it back and forth. And they're going to tell you to stay off your feet.
Then they're going to tell you need surgery.
Then they'll probably tell you that you need surgery. Hey, Jet, how you doing? I seen you.
That's what they did for mine. Mine's crushed, though.
Let's see, is there anybody alive that we can raid today? King Slayer's live. Let's see if he's still alive. Every time I go to his videos, it's never live no more. See? What'd I tell you? It's kind of ironic the fact that I said let's talk conspiracies and we talk about 9/11. Huh? No, we talk about 9/11, and there is a plane that was the ad at the beginning of my thing that's showing up as my thumbnail. That's kind of funny. Amy said she's doing good. She's just trying to relax.
I can't stop coughing. I ain't doing good. Resign. Don't feel good.
Loose change. Hey, Hannah. Went to your friends and smoked a little. Can't get any pain meds, over-the-counter stuff ain't helping. Oh, okay. I'll take a look at it. Give me just a second, guys. I got somebody at the door.
See, he might be either in that house right there or the one straight across.
Who?
Jack?
I have no idea who that person is.
Okay. Sorry about that. We start talking about conspiracy theories and random people knock on my door. I have no clue who it was. Yeah, Hannah, I'll definitely have to check that out. I definitely watch a lot of those. Actually, if you go on YouTube, there is a lot of videos about 9/11 that talk about the different conspiracies and stuff. And a lot of them make sense. A lot of them make sense. And I mean, now, you know, with everything that's going on in the world and everything, I mean, it's just getting bad. You know, and it's almost like they're trying to cover up the stuff that we really need to, you know, they're trying to cover up the stuff that we really need to see, and they're showing us stuff that really don't matter. It's kind of like Donald Trump's son going to meet that Russian guy. Who cares? Who cares? He's not the president. Donald Trump is. Who cares what his son does? You know? Yeah, exactly. They keep trying to distract us with stuff that really does not matter. And, I mean, I don't even watch the news no more, just simply because of the fact that every time I turn it on, they're talking about stuff that makes no sense for them to be talking about. You know, the other day, I'm sitting there watching a news broadcast. It was, I believe, Fox News, and they were talking about homeless people again, saying how there's so many fake homeless people out there, da-da-da-da. I said, dude, the one fake homeless person that they showed, okay, this really ticked me off, because they showed this one homeless guy that they're saying was a fake homeless person because he lived in a house right there beside where they were recording. I said, okay, you know, maybe he does live in this house. Well, then his friend, they interview his friend, and his friend straight up says he don't really live here. We just kind of let him stay here every once in a while so he has a place to sleep. Well, that means he wasn't really a fake homeless person. He actually was homeless. You know, and the guy was holding a sign that says, I need beer. He wasn't holding a sign saying, give me money for food. No, like that. At least he was being honest, you know. Mind you, I still wouldn't have gave him money to get no beer, but, you know, at least he was being honest. They're trying to talk about how he's doing wrong. I'm like, no, he ain't doing wrong. He's being honest. But yeah, don't forget, guys, I got the Bean Boozled Challenge right here in my hand, a little small pack of them. And I'd love to see one of y'all do the Bean Boozled Challenge. I did the Bean Boozled Challenge. I lost bad. I ended up getting all the nasty ones, so I ended up having to eat what was left of the beans altogether, which ended up making me sick.
And I got all the beans.
Well, he was going to meet a lawyer that just happened to be Russian. And that's what they didn't explain. Was the fact that, you know, because they're like, oh, he went to go meet a Russian lawyer. Well, they didn't explain the fact that he's a Russian lawyer that lives in America. Didn't explain the fact that he's a lawyer here in America. And they're just like, oh, he's Russian. That's the only thing they're catching up on. I'm going, hey, who cares if you're Russian? If he'd have been a Chinese lawyer, would it have made a difference then? You know? Right? I can't remember how old I was when the towers fell. Honestly. I remember where I was. I was at my mom's house watching it on TV, and as soon as the first plane hit, all the TVs, of course, went to the news, so we was watching it. Well, I mean, as far as Donald Trump goes, you know, there's a lot of bad people talking a lot of bad shit about him, okay? I'm just going to put it bluntly and to the point. The man's the President of the United States of America. He's got a lot of stuff on his plate that he has to deal with. He might not be the brightest person in the world. Hell, I don't like him either. I think he's a complete freaking idiot. I don't think there's any way he should have ever became president, by any means. But if it was a choice between him and Hillary Clinton, I'm definitely choosing him every single time. Because Hillary would have made stuff so much worse. Now, as far as the Obamacare stuff, I mean, a lot of people saying, oh, Obamacare is great. You got to actually look into this stuff before you just start saying that you know anything about it. I've actually done research on Obamacare, and there is so many things that people don't realize about Obamacare that was completely crooked and wrong. The guy, oh, you talking about Adolf Hitler? Yeah, Adolf Hitler was so much worse than Trump could ever be, by any means. Honestly, I haven't really seen Trump do anything really that bad. A lot of people were saying, oh, he's racist. I'm like, the only thing he's really said is that we need to put borders up between America and Mexico. Which, the thing is, you know, they're like, oh, he's racist, but guess what? I guess that means Obama was racist too, because Obama was the first one to mention putting the borders up between Mexico and America. And in fact, he actually started putting borders up between Mexico and America. And he just never finished the job. And Trump just kind of went along with that thought. And and it makes sense to put borders up in a way, because the fact if you just openly let anybody come in here, we have stuff like 9/11 happen. Yes, Christian, I agree with you. It was America's fault, because the fact we closed our eyes and just got to this point of imagining a world where nothing bad actually happens. I can completely agree with that. Christian did 9/11. She's joking with you, Christian. 9/11 was a bad day. It was a very bad day. What's up, King Baller? How are you doing today? But, yeah, I mean, it was funny because they were talking about how, you know, they called Donald Trump a racist because he kicked that one reporter out of the, thing, but I actually watched the video. The reporter wouldn't stop talking and let the other reporter talk that he was actually called on. Trump even told him, look, if you give me a minute, let this other guy talk, I will let you ask your question, and then I will answer your question the best I can. But, you know, if you can't quit talking long enough for me to, you know, ask the question, then how am I supposed to even get to anybody? Hitler versus Trump. Now that would be a hilarious fight. I would actually kind of pray that Trump would win that one, though, because, you know, Hitler was a very, very bad person. I mean, he did kill, like, millions of people just because they weren't like him. Well, Jed, I hate to tell you, but, I mean, it's conspiracy theories. Epic rap battles of history. Who would win in a bar fight? Hitler. Hitler would win in the bar fight. Hitler actually had military experience. Trump's military experience is trying to figure out which army man goes next to the other army man, and even then he probably couldn't get it right. I'm pretty sure if Trump were to get punched or something, he'd probably cry. Like I said, I don't like him. You're naming your fractured foot after Hannah, huh? Yeah. Like I said, and I don't like Hitler either. Like I said, I'd have to say that Hitler would probably win that fight without too much of a chance. In fact, I think My Little Pony would beat Trump in a fight. To be honest, I don't even know how to play with them other than strapping firecrackers to the back of them. I just want to go up to him and pull his wig off. Fidel Castro? He was pretty bad back in the day, but then again, now you look at the stuff they talk about him, they talk good about him, sort of. Or Osama bin Laden, or Saddam Hussein. Ooh, good idea. Let's make a cast out of concrete for Amber. That'll be interesting. Saddam Hussein was a freebie. We did get that one. But honestly, when we went and got Saddam Hussein, he wasn't really doing anything wrong. That's the sad part. Yes, he was, but he wasn't. I mean, he wasn't following by the guidelines we set for him. But, you know, we just kind of took the chance since we was already over there. Yeah, I'm probably going to have a bunch of people jump in and watch this video and be like, wow, this guy's messed up. No. Or we'll probably lose another 10 subs. Kim Jong-un? Yeah, that guy's kind of a dumb shit. I'm just going to say it and not care if he sees this video. I mean, I've watched his last 5 attempts at launching a nuclear weapon, and they've all failed except for one that went like 2 miles away and blew up the side of a mountain. It's like, yay, awesome, you can blow up a mountain now. I keep hoping one of these days he's going to accidentally strap himself to the damn nuclear bomb. Fidel Castro's dead, dude. Isn't he? Or is he back alive now? Hell, I don't remember. And the reason why I say that, have any of y'all heard of the Mandela effect? This is a good conspiracy for y'all. Have you ever heard of the Mandela effect? Anybody? Yep, I remember that one. And it only blew up an area about the size of a football field or two. But yeah, have any of y'all ever heard of the Mandela effect? Anybody? I know there's still people in here. You've heard of the Mandela effect. Awesome. How about you, Amber? Have you heard of the Mandela effect? Okay. I want all of you to type in how you think Fruit Loops is spelled. You know, like a cereal? I just want to see how many people get it wrong. And then I'm going to tell you the correct spelling of it. Don't cheat. No cheating. Amber, you gonna type it in?
She's cheating.
Yeah, she's cheating. It's FROOTLOOPS. Fruit Loops. Yeah. How about this? I got another one for you. How many of you remember the famous line from Star Wars where he says, "Luke, I am your father"? Yeah, I've seen that, Christian. Type yes if you remember that line, though. Luke, I am your father. Yeah. You all remember that. That's funny. They all remember it. It never actually happened. That's funny. They all remember it, but it never happened. Yeah, the line is actually, "No, I am your father." Yeah, I always remember it as "Luke, I am your father." I used to have a shirt that said "Luke, I am your father." I had the DVD. I had everything. But it was never Luke, I am your father. It was no, I am your father. I actually went back and watched the original clip from it. It was no, I am your father. Which is really messed up. Nope, nobody's messing with your mind. Well, maybe they are, but we can't prove it yet. How about this one? I know you all remember this one. Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. You remember that line? No, Michael Jackson, you're not late. You're just dead.
Fuck. Shit.
So you remember that from that movie, huh? Yeah, I love Forrest Gump too. I love that movie. I watched it 1,000 times. I remember that line perfectly. And unfortunately, apparently, my memory's not what it used to be, because apparently now it is, life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Hey, Josh. And you can actually go check this stuff out for yourself. It really is real stuff. Let me see if I can pull some more up on my other little thingy I got here that I borrowed from the kids. No, I didn't want to go to videos. There we go. What's up, TN? I know, Josh. Actually, I'm glad that you came in here because I hadn't subbed you yet. There you go. What's that, Christian? Oh, here's another one. Who in here eats peanut butter? Anybody? Castaway, I love that movie. I'm doing good, Josh. Who in here eats peanut butter? Okay, do you remember Jiffy peanut butter? Does anybody remember Jiffy peanut butter? It's no longer Jiffy peanut butter. It is now Jif. It has always been J-I-F peanut butter. Luke, I'm your daddy. I'm not a big peanut butter person myself. Another one is J.C. Penney. I remember it back in the day being spelt J.C. Penney, like the coin. Now it's J.C. Penney with an extra E on the end. If you go to Google Earth and actually pull up the North Pole, we don't have a North Pole no more. It's not there. You know, I've always thought of the North Pole being covered in ice. There is no ice there. It's literally just a big open ocean. Looney Tunes is no longer spelt the same. I remember it being spelt Looney Tunes, Toons. Now it's Tuns, or Tunes, excuse me. I already knew Amy was going to jump on that real quick. I remember the Monopoly guy back when he used to have a monocle. You know, that glasses thing. I went to a Metallica concert when I was younger. Here's one for you. Here's one for you. If you know about the Bible and everything, most of us do. And a lot of you have heard the old story about the lion and the lamb laying together. Yeah, that's not in the Bible anymore either. Huh?
The lion never laid with the lamb.
Yeah, the lion never laid with the lamb now. Now it's the wolf and the lamb. Which makes absolutely no sense.
And it's no longer my Father who art in heaven, it's my Father who is in heaven.
Yep. And I remember this movie from back in the 90s called Shazam. Okay, I remember this movie. It had, what's his name? Sinbad. And, I remember watching this movie quite a few times. I love Sinbad. He's a great actor. I've watched that movie over and over and over again. But apparently that movie never existed. Now they have the Kazam, I think is what his name was. Let's see, I'm trying to think of a bunch of them. Hello, God. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff as far as Mandela effect goes. Do you remember Skechers? They used to have a T in them. They don't have a T in them no more. Let's see. They talk about aliens in the Bible now, by the way. You remember this? Very first line of the Bible. Everybody remembers that. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Yeah, it's no longer heavens and the earth. It's just, in the beginning, God created the heaven and earth. And it used to be, judge not lest ye be judged. Now it's judge not that ye be not be judge not that ye be not judged. And everybody remembers the scripture. It says, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Now it is, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as in heaven. And it also says bottles instead of wineskins. They use the word matrix in the Bible now. Let's see. What y'all talking about? You lick the string? But I'm not a 9-year-old boy. You ain't supposed to lick the string. Michael Jackson said he's going to lick the string.
I'll make it work better.
Am I going to get into that comic? Honestly, I don't remember the comic. My bad. Hey, anonymous hacker. This says video output low. It makes no sense. You telling Amy to go to the hospital for a cough and you ain't went to the hospital for your foot. A lot of sense that makes. We know what's wrong with you.
I had pneumonia for freaking forever. Tell him I have been in the hospital.
What's up, Wonder Girl?
They just ain't doing this crap.
yeah, what I'll do is after the stream ends, I'll go back in here to I'll leave some links.
Some winks?
Some winks. Yeah. I'm going to leave some winks to some of the videos on the Mandela effect that I've watched. And once you actually watch them, you're going to be like, okay, wow, this is just weird. Okay. You going to sleep?
Yeah.
Winks. Now, y'all figure this out, okay? Well, I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better, Wonder Girl. Yeah, I'm about to end my stream anyway, because Amy said it's about bedtime, because we got a lot of stuff we got to do in the morning, so.
I'm sick of
And she ain't feeling good. So, guys, I hope y'all had fun, and, yeah, that's it for now. I appreciate everybody swinging by. I appreciate all the likes. If you haven't left a like yet, swing up there and hit that like button. And don't forget to tell your friends about me. That way they can come check out my channel too. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Wonder Girls. Amber, you have a good one. Jet, I know you're still in here somewhere. But everybody have a great day. And this is Random Nation. John, you do this every time. As soon as I'm about to sign off, you pop in. I'm just playing with you, John. Yeah, I actually am about to sign off, though, for real. I appreciate you swinging by. I'll send y'all all some links and everything to the Mandela Effect videos. That way y'all can check them out. I strongly urge y'all check them out, too, because there are some really good ones that'll make you think. So, y'all have a great day, guys, and it's Random Nation out.